Okay, enough. So, self-love, okay? Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Self-love, let's talk about it. Self-compassion and being compassionate towards a person that is hurting you. Let's just try to get in here. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my fucking best, okay? Today, I watched a video on some fucking dumb goddamn woman bitch talking about self-love, and it was useless. It was useless. You know, here's the fucking thing that I'm having a problem with. How do you love yourself? Other than saying bullshit ass positive affirmations of you can do it and I'm a diamond and you know I'm the one that's gonna recognize my own value. Like, can we stop bullshitting and saying fucking things about ourselves that don't even feel like they're fucking true? I don't want to blow smoke up my fucking ass to make myself feel better. Alright? I've been looking up this shit. I've been looking at other people's methods of loving themselves. Fuck them. They're all full of shit. Okay? I watched this short, and there was this fucking woman, right? Another one. There was a YouTube short, and she said, listen, all because somebody doesn't see that you're a diamond doesn't mean you're not one. I'm like, oh God, is that what it is? Wow. So I need to just say that I'm a diamond and my value is this and yeah, and nobody can tell me different. Really? Like, fuck you. Listen, I want to be humble. I want to not get my value or idea of success from another person. I agree with this, okay? But again, I don't want to bullshit myself either. And that's the hard part, is finding that balance. I don't want to be delusional and overvalue myself, but I also don't want to base my value on anybody else's bullshit, okay? But people fucking have this over and fucking inflated idea of themselves, and they call it self-love. I am worth it. I am amazing. I am this. I am that. And nobody's gonna tell me different. Good for you, you arrogant fucking cunt. Okay? Be humble. Bitch, sit down. Whatever. Okay, hold on. Past all the opening ranting, okay? That's the introduction. This is the feelings that are on my mind. And I might ramble into some other thing and not try to stay on topic about this shit, but this is something that's bugging me. Okay, and I'm legitimately trying to find a way to care about myself and love myself without being guarded, okay? Because I've said this as well. The woman that I watched, it was a fucking TED Talk, okay? All she said, honestly, in the 8 minutes and 54 seconds she was on stage wasting my time, all right, was, well, I know I'm strong, and I didn't know how strong I was, and I ended up, you know, reading these books on self-love, and they made me, you know, look at myself in a different way, and just vague, nothing of value, horseshit, fucking whatever. Well, it works for me, it doesn't mean it needs to work for everyone. Oh, it's just an excuse to not actually find or dig for a real reason to fucking love yourself, okay? Fuck you and your horseshit ass fucking reality. Alright? You don't love yourself. You're just fucking guarded now. Alright? You got heartbroken by some fucking dude, and now you're all like, I love myself. I didn't know how strong. And there's a bunch of dumb bitches in the fucking comments all, oh my God, girl, you helped me so much get through the fucking, yeah, yes, this message resonates with me. Oh my God, yay. Okay? Fuck all of you fucking dumb cunts. Okay? And fuck all of you people in general that follow this fucking goddamn method of self-love bullshit. It's bullshit! Well, that's just, well, if it doesn't work for you, well, if it doesn't work for you, shut the fuck up. Fuck you. I think you're all full of shit. And that's my opinion. Alright, hey, whatever works for you is live and let live and blah, blah, blah. Mr. Acceptance of everybody's goddamn points of view here. Alright, I'm not that anyways. I'm not. I like to have a discussion. I like to call things out. I like to criticize and get criticism. Okay, and I like to learn and have a real conversation about real shit, and that's what the fuck I'm trying to do here about the topic of self-fucking-love, because I'm having a fucking hard time understanding this concept now. All right, because beforehand, what I was doing, and I've said it before, I guarded myself and said, nobody's getting near me, fuck you, get the fuck away from me. And it's like, well, that's not the way to do it. Nobody knows a goddamn fucking thing. We're all human beings, and I'm not gonna act like I know how to love myself in a way that works for me and makes sense. I don't know. But I look at all these people that are loving themselves and it works for them. They're full of shit, fuck them, die. Fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Fuck them. Well, you're just angry because you can't accept yourself and you can't do this is all I hear at this point. Honestly, that's all I hear. It's just water fucking bullshit noise. Okay? Bullshit fucking bullshit. Alright, so let me just take a step back for a second. Just hold on. Let me just drink some water because I'm thirsty. Oh man, but okay, whatever. This fucking thing. So past all the calling out people's shit and fucking being mad at them for thinking they're whatever. Okay, what do I want to do? That's a great question. I'm trying to figure that out. Right? How do I want to love and accept myself in a way that I feel like makes sense and works for me? What does that look like? Listen, if I knew the fucking answer, I'd be doing it, god damn it, all right? But this is a thought experiment and an exercise that I'm trying to go through in my mind right now. Just to figure it the fuck out, okay? So, what problems am I having with other people, and even the problem that I was having when I thought I loved myself? What's the issue here? So, I've gone over this topic briefly, in my past videos or whatever, but let me try to reopen that up. So, beforehand, when I was like 22, 23, whatever, I got heartbroken. Okay, first woman I ever was with ended up leaving me or something, whatever. The first woman I ever ended up leaving me with. Listen, the first woman I ever fucking got with was my brother's ex-girlfriend. I'm just gonna fucking go with that again. I lost my virginity to my brother's ex-girlfriend when I was 22. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna say it again, because that's what the fuck actually happened. I don't need to be vague about that anymore. I don't need to be vague about the things that I've already self-confessed. So everything that I've self-confessed, I'm gonna re-self-confess to make sense, okay? My brother's ex-girlfriend, me and her, were fucking doing shit for like a year, all right? That's what the fuck happened. She ended up leaving, and I was addicted to porn for fucking goddamn 10 years, right? I started watching that shit when I was 12. All right, the whole backstory was I lost this woman, the ex-fucking brother's girlfriend, and I discovered that pornography wasn't helping me, so I went on the self-love journey, goddamn shit. But all I ended up doing was guarding myself. That's it. I was just like, fuck you bitches. Fuck you everybody, actually, everybody. Nobody's getting close to me. I love me, and I'm there for me at rock bottom. Okay, listen to me very carefully. I don't want to depend on nobody. I know that. Okay? But I don't want to be some pussy ass afraid to open up and be vulnerable shit either, because I didn't know what the balance was. Alright? I don't know what it is to be guarded. Okay, here's the thing. What I was doing before was I'm not going to open up about nothing. Fuck all of you. Alright? Because you might take that information and reject me. I'm like, I don't want to be afraid of that. That's what I was doing. I feel like a lot of people do this shit. Okay? They're all guarded. They're all afraid. They're all mistrusting people. Listen, I've gone over this fucking topic as well. Trust, to me, is what exactly? I don't need to trust you with my information. Okay, listen, I'm not going to tell you my address. I'm not going to tell you my bank account information, blah, blah, blah. I've said that before too. Okay? But why the fuck is it, okay, what's wrong with you knowing that I pick my nose and fucking eat it? What's wrong with you knowing that I fucking fucked my brother's ex-girlfriend and lost my virginity to her? What's the fucking problem? What's wrong with me saying that the second woman I ever got with was married? What's wrong with that? You know, what's wrong with me saying that my goddamn brother wanted me to suck his dick when I was like fucking 8 years old, but I didn't do it? What's wrong with confessing these things? That's what I mean. This information is not something I want to fucking hide. It is what it is, okay? But you can't really hurt me since you know this information, other than trying to make fun of me or whatever the fuck. I don't give a damn. Or I don't want to give a damn. Hurt me with what exactly? Oh, wow, really? You fucked your brother's ex-girlfriend? How did your brother's dick taste, huh? Fucking faggot. Oh, you pick your nose and eat it? You're a disgusting creature of the fucking ew. Gross. Abyss. Fuck you. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You slept with a married woman? You piece of fucking shit. No morality, motherfucker. Oh my God. Your brother wanted you to suck his dick? Oh, you fucking faggots. Oh my God. Did you see? That's all you can do. That's all you can do with information in this type of context. That's it. Alright? But let's be fucking honest. Why do I need to give a shit about your reactions to whatever the fuck I just said? Alright, again, I don't want you to know my bank account information because, listen, people are pieces of fucking dog shit and they'll fucking destroy me in that regard, take my identity, and buy a bunch of bullshit in Ibiza. I don't want that to fucking happen. Alright? But I don't give a shit about all the other things that I just said. I don't want to care. That's not a big deal to me anymore. I'm trying to let that go still, but it's not a big deal to me. You know, and I don't want it to be a big fucking deal. It doesn't need to be. So that's what I mean. This information, I'll say all of that. Again, listen, when I'm getting to know somebody, listen, I put all my fucking bullshit out here on the goddamn internet at this point. All my information's out here in regards to all this dark shit. And I'm just slowly evolving and going through time and talking about how I'm feeling each day. That's all that's happening at this point. But I've confessed all of my demons. You know, I've confessed, whatever. There might be just other things that pop into my mind that I might want to end up self-confessing that I'm not thinking about right now, but I am. There is one other thing. I remember when I was younger, there was this toy sword or something, this little one, and my ass itched, and I ended up scratching my ass with this little toy sword. Like, that's another little fucking disgusting thing that I ended up doing when I was younger. But again, it's just something that I want to get off my chest and get rid of. You know? I don't want to be ashamed of any of that shit. Fuck it all. Fuck all of it. Honestly. Alright? So, again, I don't want to be guarded like I was. Oh, don't know anything about me, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. But I'm trying to accept myself. Because that's the thing. We're all social animals. We all want to be accepted on some level. And like I said, nobody wants to be in solitary motherfucking confinement, in my opinion. Okay? There's some weirdos and outliers. I'm not talking about those fucking fuckers. Fuck them. Alright? I'm talking about in general. People don't want to be absolutely, completely isolated from the rest of humanity. Okay? So, how do I... And that's the other thing. I watched this thing, another TED Talk about the fear of rejection. And I'm like, okay, so... the method that this guy was going over, it's like, oh, my fear of rejection was actually people's projections or something like that. And I was like, okay, I guess I kind of agree with him. Because he was a black man and he was very smart and intelligent, so the black kids in his community looked at him as white, and then he joined them and was like, well, I am black, and then it ended up not being good because those people, the black kids that wanted him to not be a white dude, right, were also super insecure, and they were projecting their own insecurities onto him, you know, and fuck that is pretty much was the message of the TED Talk. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. But there was still something wrong, in my opinion, and I'm still trying to understand how to say the words out loud. Because this is the problem. I have everything in my gut. Everything in my gut, the feelings that I have, the expressions that I want to go over, they're all there inside of my gut, my brain, deep inside, okay? And I don't know how to say them out loud with this fucking vocabulary in English language. I have a hard time, you know? I have a hard time saying that. And I'm trying to express myself fully. And I'm trying to get those words out, and I'm trying to get those explanations out, but I'm having a fucking difficult time doing so. Anyways, there was a problem with his TED Talk, and I'm trying to understand what the fuck it was, right? He also said that rejection, you know, like he was trying to be an NFL player, and he ruptured a disc in his back or something when he was younger, and it completely ended his college football career. And he's like, well, that was just protecting me from what I don't need in my life, or something like that. And then this is where I had a problem, because I'm like, how the fuck do you know what you don't need? It's just a trick of the mind. It's like, oh, well, I got rejected, so that means that was simply not for me in my life. Whatever, this is how people look at shit. But I'm like, I don't know what's right for me in my life. I don't know what's good or whatever. Rejection breeds opportunity in a different way. Okay, cool, right? I'm really starting to feel a common theme behind YouTube, social media in general, motivational speeches, just all this shit. They all have something wrong with them. And you know what's wrong? Everybody's saying a bunch of shit out loud, but not really going into the how-to behind shit. Everybody's very vague. Everybody's very, well, that's the way it is, and nobody's asking why to a lot of shit. For example, why are human beings ambitious? Nobody's asking this question. I even looked it up on YouTube and just on the internet. Like, I'm like, why is nobody, like, everybody is just like, well, how to use ambition, and, 3 enemies to ambitious people. I'm like, okay, why? Why are we ambitious? Why are we this way? That's what I want to know. Because here's the thing. Psychology, right? Fucking human psychology. There are explanations and things to certain human behaviors that we have in the scientific community. Alright? But why is, I don't know, maybe somebody did end up answering this question. I just need to do more research. I did it fucking this morning and found nothing, and I'm not going to give up, okay? But it's interesting that nobody's asking that question. We all accept that we have ambition. We all accept that this is the way we are. But nobody's asking why. And everybody's miserable most of the time in fucking America and the world at large. Most of us are just miserable cunts, okay? We feel unloved. We have these grand ambitions that we feel like we're not living up to. We have these standards that we feel like we're not living up to. And everybody's fucking killing themselves most of the time because they're not living up to whatever the fuck they want to live up to. I'm like, why the fuck are we so hard on ourselves? Why? That's what I mean. We are incredibly ambitious as a species, and I want an explanation to why that is. And I want to dig in there because there's a balance that needs to be had in mostly everything that I'm trying to find. And I don't know how to do that yet. I'm still trying to find out how to fucking find balance in life in so many different aspects of my life. But I'm having a hard time. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's a bitch motherfucking cunt trying to find that balance in this motherfucker. You know, but I'm like, that's the feeling that I have. I'm like, why are we ambitious? Why? Why is the human race never content? We are constantly pushing the paradigm. We're constantly pushing for new technology. We're constantly pushing to, quote unquote, make our lives easier, right? We're not happy where we are. We're not happy. We want to make it better, stronger, evolve, grow. These words, progressive. You know, that's fucking hilarious because a stupid car just drove by that has the progressive on there. I'm like, that's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Progress. Right? I made a fucking goddamn YouTube short a while ago saying getting away from the idea of growth. Okay? Because the idea of growth implies that wherever I am right now is not good enough. This is what I said. And I'm like, okay, I have an issue. Because I am ambitious. And I do have this strive to, quote unquote, grow and progress and evolve and blah. Right? I have it. It's in me. It's in me. Absolutely. I want to keep learning. I want to become wiser. I want to become. Right? Because wherever I am is in something that I want. So, I want to get to where I want to be. Which is what exactly? Exactly. That's what ends up happening most of the fucking time. People achieve something, and then they want to achieve more. And I even had this conversation with my therapist, and I finally remember what the fuck he said. We want challenge as the human race. We need it. And if we don't have enough challenge in our life, we kill ourselves. We do. If we find ourselves in a stagnate fucking pool of nothing existence, there's no challenges, there's nothing stimulating our minds, we blow our brains out. That's what happens. I watched a fucking video, that Sunny V2 fucking motherfucker again. He did a video on Notch, the creator of Minecraft. And that fucker sold that goddamn humongous billion-dollar game to Microsoft back in 2016. $2.5 billion fucking dollars, right? And this fucker's a lonely, depressed, miserable cunt throwing parties in his goddamn $70 million mansion. That's what he's doing. That's what the fuck he's doing. You know? He that's all he's doing now. And he's a miserable, lonely motherfucker worth billions of dollars, right? And he has no drive and ambition to do shit in his life at this point. And that's the other thing. Anthony Bourdain. I keep bringing him the fuck up. All right? Why do people in general kill themselves? Why? You know? And my therapist brought up a great point. People in third world countries where survival is really, really, really difficult, they don't kill themselves. They have a strive to live. They have it. It's deep inside of them. They want to survive. But here in America, the suicide rates are through the fucking roof because shit feels too easy. And that's the crazy part. Again, when you're playing a video game, all right, you don't want it to be stupidly ridiculous. Like, you don't want it to be hard to the maximum. Okay, you don't want it to be fucked to the fucking fuck. But you don't want it to be too easy either. You want a nice, healthy challenge. And this is the problem, and this is the other thing that I'm also trying to find. The healthy struggle. Chapter 1. I need to drink some water. I'm dying. But that's the thing, though. Honestly, it's like, okay, the healthy struggle. What the fuck does that look like? You know, I started this whole thing about self-love, right? And I don't need to wrap it back around. That's what I mean. My mind just starts going. But it's all relative to what the fuck I'm talking about. So, the problem with this healthy struggle thing is, again, finding absolute beautiful balance in life is not possible. Perfectionism, right? I have this problem. Because right now, I feel incredibly challenged in life in general, to the point where I'm like, okay, this is a little too much. I don't like it. Please, like, can we just relax a little bit? Goddamn. Right? I feel that. And that's something I'm dealing with currently. And I'm trying to deal with it. And I'm like, oh God, Lord Jesus, I am stressed the fuck out. But, and I remember I said this a long time ago, and I was like, oh God, I'm fucked. I said, I'm struggling to end my struggles. But I need a struggle of some sort so I'm not bored out of my mind. And then I remember I said to myself, oh yeah, I'm fucking fucked. Absolutely. You know, trying to find that balance and trying to find that goddamn shit is a motherfucker. But you know what's crazy? The struggle to find the perfect struggle. Right? This is what it feels like I'm doing. But that's the thing. I have a lot of drive. Why am I not killing myself? Let's go over that. Why am I not killing myself? Because I went about Anthony Bourdain and all this goddamn shit, right? I don't know exactly what happened to Anthony Bourdain. And also I bring up Robin Williams a lot too. What's going on with these two individuals? What's going on with individuals at this high level caliber anyways? Why are they offing themselves? What are they doing that for? What is that, right? Some people, listen, they have a terminal condition and they just, you know what, fuck it. You know, I'm going to die anyways. I'm suffering right now. Fuck it, bye. You know, I want to end that. Okay, that's understandable. But a majority of people aren't killing themselves because they have a terminal condition that's going to fucking, that's not the majority, in my opinion. I need to do some research. I might be wrong, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but fuck it, even if I'm not talking about the majority. How about the people that end up killing themselves because of these two reasons? They feel unloved, okay, and they're bored, and there's just simply nothing to do anymore. There's nothing to strive for. There's nothing to accomplish. You have reached the fucking top of the mountain. You know, I also think about this too. One Punch Man, the fucking anime. I remember the first season. I think it was like the last episode or something. That super crazy, unbelievably epic fight. All right, where there was this one alien motherfucker that came from another completely different dimension, and he beat everything in the entire universe. He is the most powerful being. He fucked up everybody, and now, you know, he's ready for a challenge. He wants it. And he's like, this will be a worthy death. And One Punch Man fucking killed him, you know? And then One Punch Man is in a constant state of boredom because he's like, there's no challenge. Nothing's stimulating my mind. There's nothing to fight here. And it's actually very interesting. I'm like, that's the problem. And I even go back to Notch. Why Notch is so goddamn depressed. There's nothing to accomplish. He has no strive. You've made billions of dollars. What's your next challenge that you want to accomplish? What's the next thing you want to go over? You know, and he also feels unloved. He got divorced in like a year or something as well, back in like 2011. So he's also alone, he's depressed, and he lacks ambition, and he has no drive to do anything really anymore in life other than talk shit on Twitter. You know, like that's all he's fucking doing. Being controversial of some sort, and having conversations about something, right? Because whatever, that's interesting to him at that current moment, but also sounds like a depressing reality, but whatever, right? We're all in some type of depressing reality, but you know, there's a lot of people that are just happy and everything's super duper, so never mind, right? Not all. But anyways, it's like, I think about myself again. Why am I not killing myself? It's a great question. Why am I not blowing my brains out as we speak? What's keeping me here? I feel challenged. Listen, I want to solve the challenge of feeling unloved. I want to solve the challenge of the human condition. I want to understand it. I want to understand my humanity as I'm living. Here's the question. Why is that? Because, listen, every single morning, I am challenged. I'm challenging myself, going in my mind and talking about all the shit that I'm talking about, right? This is a challenge, okay? Sometimes, yes, it can be very stressful, but god damn it, I feel accomplished after I make a video. I feel great, even though sometimes it takes a lot out of me. But I feel good going through whatever is going on in my mind during this time, right? I feel fucking good about it. But why am I doing that? You know, and again, I started this whole thing about self-love and shit, right? But why am I enjoying the challenge of self-discovery? Why? Again, this is another thing. I love it. I love it. Listen, I'm addicted. I'm addicted, absolutely. I'm addicted to the concept of digging into myself and trying to find, because you know why? I believe, and this just makes my dick hard, all right? This just makes me fucking so happy. Listen to me. My fucking drive to keep diving into my brain and figuring out who I am through time is an infinite journey. Absolutely. And it gives me this feeling of I'm alive. It gives me a feeling of this. Asking these hard questions, digging into the honesty of humanity and myself, makes me feel alive. But that's what I mean. I always question everything. I even question my own ambitions. I even question my questioning. I even question why I am asking all these questions. For what? Why am I doing that? Listen, I don't have an answer right now, but it's very interesting to think about. I kind of want to stop there because I'm free. I can do whatever I want with these videos. It's my YouTube channel. It's my TikTok. It's my freedom of speech. I don't need to fucking live up to nobody's horseshit way of keeping your attention. Fuck you. How about that? Suck a dick. There you go. I've said that already 10 million times. But I have to say it again just to remind myself. Okay? Why am I this way? And again, even going back to the ambition question. Why are we so ambitious? Why are human beings so goddamn ambitious? Why do we feel like we cannot be content? Why? What is this constant need for a challenge? Why? But this is what I mean. Like, my therapist didn't even know the answer to this. He just stated a fact. Human beings need challenge. Now, I'm asking and taking on the challenge of asking why human beings need challenge. And I'm like, yeah, I want to conquer that. I want to figure that out. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Why? Why do I want to figure that out? But not even why do I want to figure that out. Whatever, past that. Just why are we? And I want to do research on that. I want to know where this ambitious fucking thing in our minds comes from. Why is the human race the way it is? Why is the human race evolving? Right? What is this state of evolution? Why is this happening? It's very interesting, actually. It's very interesting now that I think about it. You know, why did our brains develop in the way that, like, are we as a species getting smarter? And what does that even mean? Because, again, we look at the people back in whatever, 1000 BC, right? Excuse me, BCE. BCE, before the Common Era, not before Christ. Fuck that dumbass shit. It's incorrect. Anyways, why do we look at those people in 1000 BCE as primitive and less developed? First world countries, first world problems. Third world countries, these fuckers that are just digging fucking goddamn huts in the ground, and like why are they less developed? Right? Less hygienic, less efficient. Productivity, efficiency. What are we doing as a race? What are we doing as the human fucking species? Why are we this way? Why can't we stop advancing? Why must we keep challenging our fucking condition? Why? Where does that come from? Why is nobody asking this question? Nobody's asking that question. We just accept that that's the way we are, right? But I want to know the root of the ambitious gene. I want to know where that comes from in our psychology. Here's the problem. I'm miserable. So, I want to figure out how not to be. This is crazy to me. It's crazy to me how much I really don't know. It's crazy to me how ignorant I actually am to so many different aspects of fucking existence. What the fuck? I want to know where it comes from, though. Fuck. My nose is getting stuffed. Oh, fuck you, dude. Oh. Okay. Right. It's okay. It's okay to take a step back for a second. Just hold on. Okay, first of all, why I keep doing this gay voice? Because it's a coping mechanism. Makes me feel better about my impending doom of being a human being. All right, that's why I do it. It makes light out of the darkness, because sometimes that's what I need, so I don't completely lose my sanity. But what is sanity? What is normality? What is all of this? Great questions. I don't have answers to. And again, I did start this whole thing about loving myself. Let me guess I get back there for a second, because I feel like I actually want to talk about it again. I feel like, I don't know. I just don't know how to love myself. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And, and I keep saying, oh, nobody's going to make me happy but me. I'm like, okay, whatever, right? I do feel like I don't want to depend on nobody, but here's the thing. As a social creature, here's the issue with society nowadays. And so, we are social animals, but we are growing further and further and further apart from each other. And people open up, get hurt, and back the fuck up. And then they say, fuck everybody, I'm there for myself, I'm going to make myself happy. Right? And then we close off from each other. We mistrust, all right, because we've been hurt. So, the issue that I have and have been having, how do I reopen up again without being so goddamn afraid? I've been hurt. I've been rejected. I've been all of these things. I've been heartbroken. You know, I'm going through heartbreak currently in my current relationship. My girlfriend's not accepting my non-monogamy. I'm not accepting her exclusivity fucking shit. We're not accepting each other. Just this one aspect though. We accept a lot of other things about each other, but just not this shit, right? So how do we deal with this? And how do I deal with that? How do I deal with not being accepted by my girlfriend? How do I deal with that? How? How do I not be afraid of an outcome of her potentially leaving me because of how I am? And again, me finding a woman that's all right with me being not monogamous, what will she not be all right with? See, that's what I mean. Listen to me. And I said this before too. You find a partner in life, you're not going to like everything about them because they're not you. You're just not. And everybody is looking for themselves in some way in another person. You know, not to the exact T because it's kind of boring, you know, but you are looking for somebody that matches you on many different levels, but pushes you in areas that, you know, is different than what you can push yourself, right? That's what I want. And I think a lot of people would agree with what the fuck I just said. Problem is, going back to ambition, right? And this constant need for a challenge. Because you've heard this shit before too. He's boring. And this is mostly this. Men, in my opinion, can be very happy doing a whole lot of nothing most of the time. Right? I would live in a cardboard box if I could still get laid. But women have this destruction of contentment. They want to push and make a man grow into something, right? So, here's a dynamic that I'm also trying to wrap my fucking head around. My girlfriend, for example, told me she will never stop pushing me. She will never stop challenging me. She will never, ever stop wanting me to grow towards whatever until I take over the fucking universe. There's never going to be a moment of, I have achieved all that I can achieve, and I've reached the top of the mountain, and my girlfriend doesn't want to push me. It never fucking stops. It is a fight for the rest of existence. Turmoil is always thrown into the mix for some reason. I don't want drama. Shut up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. All right? A woman will always push you if she loves you and isn't indifferent. She always wants to push you and challenge you and make you grow as an individual and a man. You know? That's how I feel. And if she ain't doing that, well, she grows indifferent and goes and fucks somebody else and eventually leaves you for that person. Usually what happens most of the time. You know? He's so boring, he just goes home and then we have sex and it's okay, you know, and I drink a Cosmopolitan and then I go to sleep and talk shit with my girlfriends on the phone till 2 in the morning. Right? Okay? And then I go out in the middle of the day and I shop and it's super cool, yeah. Okay? Whatever. Again, that's not all women, but you get my goddamn point. Alright? There's this fucking ambition problem. I'm dying. I'm dying of stress. I'm dying trying to figure out these problems. I'm dying trying to whatever. Oh, dude, you need to slow down. It's not worth it. You need to listen. Is it not worth it because all this stress is causing me to eventually die, and I need to live long? Is that what the fucking goal is? To have a long life and not take risks, be safe? Don't ask all those hard questions because you're going to stress yourself out to the point of absolute death and exhaustion. I want to. How about that? I want to ask these hard questions. I don't think I'm ever going to stop. Absolutely, I'm tired. Absolutely, there's moments I want to take a step back and say that I'm proud of myself. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck to do that, right? But, hey, it's all in time and it's all in fucking good fortune. Eventually I'll figure it out, right? I don't know. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I'm going to be all right. I don't know if I'm going to fucking whatever. I have no idea. It's all unpredictable. All of it. Always and forever. Absolutely unpredictable. Absolutely fucking scary to fucking think about. But I'm trying to fucking understand where I am in this world and what I mean and what it means to me to be alive. I'm trying to figure that out. Because currently I don't know the answer. You know, I fucking talked for 40 minutes. I'm going to listen to this, I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to try to see what the fuck I said during this 40-minute section of talking. But here's a moment right now, right, where I can decide to be proud of myself, but I'm not, because I'm like, listen, there's more work to be done. The grind don't stop. The mental digging doesn't stop. Diving for that honesty and humanity in myself doesn't stop. I won't stop. I keep fucking going. I just can't do it. I can't just sit there and be like, I'm happy where I am. Absolutely. Okay? I'm good. Why can't I do that? Listen, I have the ability to take care of myself. I have the ability to, like, listen, I don't make a shit ton of money, like I said, but I have the ability to cover all my basic necessities. You know, I got a nice apartment. But why can't I just sit there and be happy? Why do I gotta strive to eventually get a condo? Why do I gotta strive to get a house? Why do I gotta strive to make more money? Like, why do I gotta strive? Where does it come from? I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out a lot of goddamn things. You know? Contentment doesn't exist in the human condition. It's not real. I am content in life. I'm like, we look at those people as boring cunts. And usually those people that find their contentment in retirement die. No challenge, like I said. Nothing's going on. Nothing's stimulating your mind to want to be alive. You know? So, I'm trying to figure out how to be alive and challenge myself without dying of absolute exhaustion from difficulty levels being too high. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. But right now, I don't know how to. But whatever, right? That's all right to not know, I suppose. I'm trying to convince myself of that, but still haven't figured out how to. Anyways, until goodbye.